Bruno, Donny is working hard in the gym. Bruno Fernandes has been back training with his Manchester United teammates for just over a week, and our talisman admits one player's improved physique has impressed him already. In a sit-down interview that you can read in full on Thursday, Fernandes happily reports the entire squad has clearly been working hard over the summer and keeping fit even when on holiday with their families. When pressed, Bruno reserves special praise for midfield teammate Donny van de Beek and the more muscular physique the Dutchman has developed. In our interview at the training camp in Scotland, which you can read in full on Thursday, Fernandes delivers this assessment of the squad and how diligent the players have all been on holiday. As a professional player, you always prepare for your season before you come back for training. You always do something before, and I think everyone was doing their jobs at home, states Bruno. I'm happy to see how everyone is, how happy they are to be back, and they are training really hard. Quote, quizzed on Donny bulking up, Fernandes continues. Yes, he's working hard in the gym. Obviously, he is one of the quality players we know, and now he's building up. Gary Neville, exciting. Manchester United making good decisions. Manchester United great Gary Neville has had his say on the club's new back four in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Raphael Varane, and Luke Shaw. As a pundit, Neville has watched and discussed United's predicaments many times in the past, and it's safe to say he's a clear supporter of the legendary Norwegian. Supporters will be hoping the new-look defense will finally help solidify a backline that has often been leaky in the past. According to Manchester Evening News, Neville said, I think Varane is really exciting. Sancho is also exciting, but that was almost inevitable that it was going to happen. They have needed to fill that right wing spot. It has been a problem for the last year or two. They have demonstrated patience in getting him. To be fair, United have become that little bit more measured in these last 2 or 3 years. I think Ole has brought that to the club. They are not getting players for the sake of it. Varane is exciting. I think last season every United fan, every commentator, every pundit, every analyst that watched United said that they needed a partner for Harry Maguire, and they have got one. Lindelof gives update on back injury. Manchester United defender Victor Lindelof says he is now over the back injury which affected him for certain parts of last season. The Swedish defender made a very commendable 45 appearances in 2020-21, but was forced to sit out certain fixtures, including games with Wolves, Aston Villa and Burnley around Christmas and New Year. In March, Victor spoke to club media and revealed how he was having to manage the issue, especially during the congested period when we were playing every 3 or 4 days, saying he was playing through the pain. Fortunately now though, the 27-year-old can reveal that after some rest and specific work on it during the summer, the condition is much improved. A month-long break followed, which was much needed according to Victor, but he's now fully focused on the season ahead, with the first game against Leeds in 10 days following on from Saturday's friendly versus Everton. Jack Grealish's Man United transfer U-turn, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer chat, and deleted tweets. Jack Grealish is on the verge of becoming the most expensive player in British history as Manchester City part ways with £100 million in exchange for his services from Aston Villa. The England star has only just returned from his summer break, his holiday extended given he was part of Gareth Southgate's Three Lions squad that reached the final of Euro 2020. However, while Grealish will line up in a sky blue City shirt next season, things could have proved to be very different had he arrived in the red half of Manchester as expected last summer. The Daily Mail revealed just before the turn of the year that Grealish had told those close to him he was expecting to become a Manchester United player last summer. United were touted with a mega-money £75 million move for Grealish, who at that point had just helped keep Villa in the Premier League, before reportedly holding positive talks with Red Devils boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Obviously, any affiliation Grealish had with United will be quashed upon confirmation of his move to City, but the Old Trafford faithful will find it difficult to not sit and wonder what could have been when they watch him in the blue half of the City next season. Manchester United have taken the initiative for signing player flirting with Red Devils. Atletico Madrid are relaxed about the situation around Kieran Trippier, despite Manchester United's long shadow looming over the fullback. Marca covered the situation of the England defender today, explaining that he is one of the hot topics this summer. Numerous reports have indicated that Manchester United are keen on the former Tottenham man as they look to provide competition to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Atletico, though, are not keen to lose a player who has established himself as a star under Diego Simeone, and have even declared the fullback as non-transferable. While Manchester United have taken the initiative to get a deal done, the Spanish side are referring to the clause in Trippier's contract, which is currently set at €40 million. As such, they are relaxed about the defender's future, particularly as they automatically extended his contract this year until 2023. That is how long they expect him to stay at the Wanda Metropolitano, despite Manchester United's intention to bring him back to England. Trippier, for his part, has made it clear he would be willing to return to the Premier League via his entourage, but is also looking for a pay rise while flirting with Manchester United at the same time. Their long shadow is looming over things, but unless they go to €40 million, Atletico are completely uninterested in a deal. Man United star Jesse Lingard drops transfer hint when reflecting on West Ham spell. Manchester United man Jesse Lingard has given his clearest indication yet that he wants to stay and fight for his place under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The midfielder, 28, found himself ostracized from the picture at the Theatre of Dreams last season, playing just 3 games in all competitions in the first half of the season. With an exile from the England setup to boot, Lingard moved to West Ham in a bid to reinvigorate his career. And it was at the London Stadium where the Warrington-born maestro found his feet, scoring 9 goals in just 16 games as he helped David Moyes' men qualify for European football. His form at the Hammers eventually helped him into the provisional squad for Euro 2020. Although Lingard fell short at the last hurdle as he wasn't selected as part of the 26-man squad. And it was at the London Stadium where the Warrington-born maestro found his feet, scoring 9 goals in just 16 games as he helped David Moyes' men qualify for European football. His form at the Hammers eventually helped him into the provisional squad for Euro 2020. Although Lingard fell short at the last hurdle as he wasn't selected as part of the 26-man squad. Despite this, he feels he has done enough to force his way back into Solskjaer's plans for the team he joined aged just 8. Speaking to MUTV, Lingard reflected on his time in London and knows he must keep that consistency in order to play for the Red Devils again. The attacking midfielder said, "Yeah, it was a great time. It was like hitting the refresh button. I was always ready to hit the ground running and I was always fit and ready to play." Manchester United have offered €30 million player keen on joining prestigious Red Devils. Manchester United made a €30 million bid for Kalidou Koulibaly this summer, with the player keen on the move. That's according to journalist Carlo Nesti, who says the offer was rejected by Napoli Supremo Aurelio De Laurentiis. Manchester United are known to be on the hunt for a new central defender this summer as they want a long-term partner for Harry Maguire. Raphael Varane is the one they've settled on, having agreed on a deal with Real Madrid to bring the Frenchman to Old Trafford after years of rumors about a move. That deal is yet to be finalized but is thought to be done, with Varane having said goodbye to Madrid and his teammates. Before it was wrapped up though, Manchester United were linked to several other centre-backs around Europe, including Koulibaly. Like Varane, he's regularly been linked with a move to Old Trafford for years, and according to Nesti, there was another attempt this summer. Saul Niguez and Ruben Neves can give Manchester United transfer decision to make. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, John Murtough and Darren Fletcher have identified key areas where United needs significant improvement from last season. However, many fans see the central defensive midfielder position as the difference between a top-4 finish and a genuine title challenge. The Manchester Evening News understands that United are actively pursuing a holding midfielder in the transfer market, with Declan Rice the preferred candidate. However, this move is unlikely to happen due to West Ham's valuation, rumored to be in the region of £100 million. Despite this, there are plenty of options that United could pursue. Not only would a CDM spell the potential end to a Fred and Scott McTominay midfield pivot, but it would allow Paul Pogba to play in the number 8 role with more freedom to support offensive opportunities. Similar to what we see with Pogba in Two midfield options that stand out are Ruben Neves and Saul Niguez. Whilst it is understood United aren't actively pursuing Neves or Niguez, they could be the ideal midfield choices. Portuguese midfielder Neves has been one of Wolves' standout players since their promotion to the Premier League in 2018. Commonly, he was suited to playing in a two-man midfield via a 3-4-3 formation or as a number 6 in a three-man midfield under former manager, Nuno Espirito Santo. United could either line up with the midfield pivot they commonly utilized throughout last season, with Pogba sat next to Neves in the midfield. This would allow the Frenchman to push higher and support Fernandes in the middle of the park in a more advanced position. Atletico Madrid's midfielder has been a wanted man for the past few seasons, and there has arguably been no better time to get him. At the age of 26, Saul is in his prime and has a lot to offer. Whilst he lacks slightly in his passing range compared to Neves, he makes up with his tenacity and control on the ball. At United, Saul would likely line up in a midfield pivot alongside either Pogba or McTominay. However, he has the ability to sit back because of his presence in the air and tackling abilities. What's clear is that both Neves and Niguez are solid midfield options for United, should they look at other candidates. If we were to pick one though, it looks like Neves could offer more to what Solskjaer needs and take the club to the next level. Should he be available for the rumored £35 million asking price, it could be a steal.